Welcome, guys! Nice to see you in my survival world and the second episode. I am Aurelius Mane and I am asking you please subscribe and push like or dislike button under this video. Thank you. On this episode I have a lot of plans because plans it is motivation to create something in this world, and of course it is mosquitoes at the summer. So I stopped on four things which I want to do in this episode. First one, building for my animals. Second one, villager trade hall. Third one, carrot and potato farm. And fourth one, visit to nether dimension. A lot of plans, maybe. And now, let's go! Before I started putting all my ideas into practice, I thought it would be a good idea to first replace my iron tools with diamond ones, so I could gather various resources even faster. To do this, I quickly built a temporary replacement for the pit near the villager's farm, where I placed 5 blacksmiths and later 2 clerics. After the last episode, I already have a constant source of iron, so the blacksmiths quickly began to sell me diamond tools with good enchantments. So now it's time for me to move to my creative world and build models of buildings there for my first 2 points from the plan. And while I sketched out of the barn for my cows and sheepies fairly quickly, it took me about 5.5 hours to build the model of the second one. Initially, this building was planned as a smithy exclusively for my blacksmiths, to provide a market for iron from the farm. But over time, this building grew to such a scale that settling only blacksmith there would be inappropriate, so to speak. Therefore, at the end of the construction process, I decided to settle other villagers there as well: stonemasons, clerics, librarians, archers, etc. To construct both of these buildings, in addition to the resources that can be obtained in the mine, I used quite a lot of elements from various types of wood: oak, spruce, cherry trees, as well as a warped tree from the nether dimension. This created a considerable problem. I simply didn't have enough forests nearby to extract such a volume of wood, so I needed a source of bone meal. I didn't hunt skeletons at night, build a mob farm, or even a wither skeleton farm. After all, Minecraft has other ways to obtain this resource. And here it was time to implement the third point: a carrot and potato farm. This farm, like the iron farm before it, uses villagers to cultivate the fields. It works on the mechanics of interaction between villagers. A farmer villager collects carrots and potatoes from the field into his inventory and then, from time to time, runs to share them with villagers of other professions. In order for another resident to receive these resources, the farmer drops them on the ground in front of them. We will need these crops in the future, but for now, by attaching hoppers and composters to this farm, we have a decent bone meal farm. Yes, it's not a moss farm, but it is what is it? And I haven't found any moss yet. So while 2 sections of the farm were ready, I decided to let it get going a bit so that I could then increase its size. Surprisingly, this takes time, and while it was passing, I decided to start placing the models of my barn and smithy. My island isn't flat enough to accommodate both buildings at once, so I had to terraform it. A lot of terraforming. A lot of terraforming. And yes, I'm stalling for time to give you a chance to enjoy the wonders of terraforming. Every Minecrafter loves terraforming, right? Okay, we have diamond tools, a bone meal farm, and a bunch of different tree saplings. what should we do with them? That's right, it's time to dig, dig, and dig some more to gather resources to build a nice place for my animals to live, as they've been sitting in a simple fenced pens for too long. And that means another build replace. Gosh, when I recorded my replay for building this house, I saw that this two, this and this two section of my iron farm didn't work. Every golem which spawned in my farm, no, went to the this and this section. Mm, I run I run to check what's the problem, uh, and what I see. hmm You can't see maybe, but these villagers have his head in the block of glass, and he doesn't communicate with these four villagers, and golems don't spawning, uh, and this problem in this section too, and it's very interesting question how he can stay alive when his head in the block of glasses. But anyway, I need fix it. And fixing it turned out to be a matter of a couple of minutes, especially since I had a pickaxe with a silk touch, so I didn't have to run to the warehouse for new glass. You have to admit it looks nice when there are four golems, large ones at once, not just two. Now that the mistake has been corrected and the iron is flowing freely, I have returned to my favorite activity, gathering resources for constructions. Now, the forge. In the initial layout for lighting, I used shroom light as I thought that when I cut the warped tree for the roof, I would gather enough of this resource. Not so. For 7 stacks of warped locks, I barely collected 1 stack of Shroomlight. So again, a problem arose and the need to replace it. Fortunately, there were clerics who were willing to sell another lighting blocks, glowstone, for 3, 4, 5 emeralds. Well, I gathered 4 full chests of resources, so it's time for the second replay in this video. The Forge. At this point, I planned to end the video, and you probably feel that I lied to you somewhere. And here I agree with you. The last point on the plan, visiting the nether dimension. I used blocks from this dimension in the construction of the forge, and also mentioned this one of the items on the plan in the video. Well, things didn't work out for me with this dimension right away. As soon as I entered it, I was immediately attacked by a ghast, and I didn't bring a bow to kill it. The portal opened in the basalt deltas, which in my opinion is the ugliest biome in this dimension. When I was filling the forge with villagers, I ran into the problem that I didn't have enough brewing stands to create clerics to collect glowstones. Brewing stand are made using cobblestone and blaze rods, and blaze is only found in the Nether fortress. I searched I searched for it for a long time, but when I found it and started collecting the resources I needed, I didn't notice a skeleton landing on my head and sending me to the other world, if you can say that considering where I was killed. Hoping to save my tools, which were already nicely enchanted, I took a few resources and rushed to rescue them. But in the end, I lost what I had taken there. That not so nice gentleman threw me off the roof of the fortress. When, on my third attempt, I finally arrived there properly prepared, all my first diamond's tools were gone. Well, it's sad. But why did I build a smithy for the whole episode? I can restore the tools in an hour at most. And now, with a decent smithy behind me, it's time to end this episode. I hope you enjoyed and will press like button under this video. No, or a dislike button if you not. All the best to you and take care.